Wait a moment. Yeah, here. Okay. Nice, nice. Just let's take a look if there's any option for me to go with English. Yeah. Nope. Nope. Never mind. Okay. That can be helped, but never mind. I did my best. Oh. It should be working. Yeah. Okay, let's do it like there's no button for sharing. That's strange. Oh, there it is. My bad. Okay, it seems like someone has joined. So if it's you, just write something in chat. I let it on so you can ask question. Will I play? But just to be sure. Okay, where is it exactly? Here? Yeah. Oh, It should work like that. Okay. Okay. Let's start then. Let's go with campaign and let's go with classic mode. Yeah. Okay. Or was it this one? No. Let's go with this one. So it's some kind of normal difficulty. And I will just translate game as it is. But for you, I will try to do it as good as possible. So, I'm creating new game, which means we are going into character creation. And don't be confused by seeing character be really close, because in actual game it won't be like that. But still you can recognize some of these details, like blonde hair or haircut or color of your skin. And some of these are even important for your like character picture in fight when you see your turns. So yeah, that's it. Okay. So here we are. There is a Red Prince actually, and this is one of 6 pre-made characters. Another one is Sabil. Then there is Ivan, Beast, Lose, and Fane. And then there are some original characters you can choose. But let's start, for example, with Red Prince. There are some informations about his backstory. Basically, for Red Prince, it said he was infamous, brilliant war general that was expelled from his empire because he was dealing with demons, and even though something like that happened, he refused to give up, and he's going to take his throne for himself again. Then there are some talents for his and 2 skills he can use, and then you can choose some kind of class, which basically it's more of preset. I can, for example, start some kind of rogue with rogue things, and then 2 taps later in here I can just change all of this how I want. So basically I can this one is more to be more useful to you. So if you are going for some magic build, then it's easier to just choose some kind of magic. Yeah, for example, this one with Pyromancy and Geo, this one with something else, and etc. For example, I will go with Cleric, or I think it's called Cleric. It should be, I'm not sure, but if something like that basically. And this one is going to use Hydrofast and Necromancy, which are 2 magic schools. And then for the other characters, there's, for example, Sabil, which is, if I take a look, yeah, she's former slave with I think it's called Living Scar, yeah, on her face, that one. And her master can control her through death, and she forced her to kill and hunt her own family, and now we hunt him and whatever. But basically about these characters, except for their story, is important their abilities. And if I take a look at this, for example, you can see that for Beast, he has Petrify ability. It's the brown one, and next to that is, I think it's some Code of Source ability, which is I'm not sure what that is. In fact, I'm sorry, but I'm really not sure it is. But I can tell you that it's it will be different if we go for generic dwarf, and this one is basically still Petrify, but it has source ability which is special for all original characters. So if I go for Elf again, it has same ability as Sabil, but it has special ability for original characters. And then there are undead characters, which basically all have same abilities, but different talents. For starters, I'm going to play with Sabil because I like her most. so let's go with that. And now we can change our looks how I want. So first there is face, so I can change it like here. There are some options. It's not that much of them, but still. Yeah, let's go with 8 for now. Then there is haircut. Some kind of nice haircut would be really good. This is too much. Yeah, let's go with this one. It's quite decent. Then we can change the skin color. Yeah, why not this one? And then hair color, which can be, for example, yeah, let's go with in translation it's fox, so yeah, it should work with this one. Now there are other things that that are the most important for creating your character. Basically, at this moment I can choose my attributes, battle skills and civil skills, and then my starting spells, or well, just let's call it spells or skills, whatever. So in these you can see at first is strength, then finish, intelligence. These three are main damaging abilities. If you go with rogue, then there is finish. If you go with some warrior, there is strength. If you go with intelligence, that's used for mages. Then there is constitution, which is for health. In some cases it's really important, in some cases it might not be really important. Then there is memory, that's used for remembering spells. Higher memory means you can use more spells in fight. It doesn't mean you can't remember more spells. Like, for example, if you remember 20 spells but has only 10 memory, like I do, it means you can still use all of them, but you can only in fight choose only 10 of them. Like, you can change them. If you feel like in fight you have used some spell that you didn't actually like, then you can change it, but you can only have 10 of them at one time. Then there's wits, which make you explore a little bit. You can find some secrets, some hidden doors and treasures, and it even how to say it? Yeah, it even makes your initiative and critical attack, if I remember right. Yeah. So for every point in weights, it makes you plus 1% of critical chance and 1 initiative, which it's your order in fight. So higher weights means you are going first. So that's for basically attributes. If I say something and you didn't understand it quite well, just ask. Then there are battle abilities, and these are useful for fighting, basically. There are a lot of things. For example, these are actual under these first ones are actually the important ones. There is warfare, hunting. This one is, I think it's called I'm not sure how to translate this, but it's basically rogue. Yeah, probably that's it. Well, I will see later, maybe I will remember. Then there is pyromancy, hydrofast, Air Church, Geomancy, which are basically fire magic, water magic, air magic, and earth magic. Then there's necromancy, summoning, and polymorph. Even if you don't actually want to use any of necromancy skills for, I don't know, you are playing warrior but you don't actually need necromancy skills, it still is good to use it, because some of these, like necromancy, have some passives. For example, if you just spend some points in necromancy, it will heal you by 10% of your dealt damage for every point. So if you have necromancy on level 5, that means 50% of your damage is healed. 50% of damage you deal, you get healed for that. Then there is summoning, which basically is just for summoning. There's nothing much special, and if you for example, necromancy can summon some things as well, and summoning just makes you impassive. You don't use it, it makes your summoning creatures stronger. Then there's polymorph, which is used for attributes. You can use this one to get one free attribute point. So if I have decided I will go with all my points in polymorph right from start, I will get two more points to spend in attributes. But I'm of course not going to do that. And then these three special schools for fire, water, earth, and fire, water, air, and earth. If you go in that means you just want to go in that, basically, because they will just get higher damage, except for water and earth, because water, except for damage, it will make your healing stronger, and you will get 5% more magical armor from abilities or potions. And for earth magic, it's physical armor from abilities and potions. So then, for example, for rogue there is plus 5% critical damage, and then for hunter, if you attack from higher ground, then you do more damage for every point by plus 5%, which every character start with 20% more damage from height. So if you use 2 points, you basically get 30%, and etc, etc. And then there is warfare, which makes your physical attack plus 5%, and that's really good for me, because necromancy is special that it's stronger with intelligence, which I'm going for, and then it deals physical damage to physical armor, which is really important because there are two types of armors, physical and magical. And necromancy, even though it's magic, it does damage to physical armor. So mostly I go with necromancy. I spend some points I need for abilities, and so I basically normally go with like 3 necromancy in the end, and then just spend all my points in warfare, so I get a really big damage with necromancy. And there are several abilities which I use for anything else. There is telekinesis, which is, as you might think, used for how to say, just carrying stuff around with your mind. So if you need In some cases, if you have warrior, you can just use high strength, but if you have high telekinesis, you can use it like that. Then there's Lore Master, which makes me see some informations about my enemies and identify items. In fact, it's really useful, so you can actually see that some enemies are immune to things. So you may think like, hey, I've been fighting with this similar creature before, so I can attack with fire, and then you find out with Lore Master that it's in fact immune to fire, and not just immune, it has resistance like 150%, which will heal it, and that's not really good. So you won't attack it with fire. Then there is sneaking, so you basically can steal from people, and then there's pickpocketing and stealing in general, because you can because it affects your lockpicking ability, your pickpocketing ability, and other things in this kind of work. Then there are some other things like bartering, which is mainly used for trading. You sell for more, buy for less, buy cheaper. And then there's Persuasion, which is for conversations. If you are really into making your character useful in conversations and basically turn story in your favor, then Persuasion is #1 for you. Then we have Lucky Charm, which is just luck, so you can find some really nice things. Even though I have it on my character with hippie on level 6, thanks to items and upgrading, it doesn't happen really often, but it may be nice to have it. So I'm going for Lore Master, basically, or I will go with Persuasion, yeah, for now. Now we have some abilities here I can use thanks to me having 1 point in Necromancy and 1 point in Hydrofast. So far I won't use Decaying Touch, even though it's a really good one. I won't use it because it has only 2 meters range, which is bad. I want to attack from far, so nope. But I will go with Mosquito Swarm, that has 13 meters range, and any damage I do with that will heal me anyway. Then there is Bloodsucker. If there is any blood next to me, I will suck it and then heal myself. That's a nice ability. Then there is healing or summoning of bloated corpse. And I think, because right now I cannot much use this Bloodsucker ability, and there's not much I can do with that, I think I will probably more focus on dealing damage, and I think so far it's really good. I can use these that healing I already got, which is not situational. Bloodsucker, it's only good if you have a lot of blood around yourself or other characters, but healing doesn't need any condition to activate, so I won't use this. And I will in fact use Bloated Corpse, because I think that's better for me, yeah. If I kill something, I can just summon Bloated Corpse and it will do some damage for me. So that's nice. Okay, then we then we can go in Talents somehow. Oh yeah, like this, sorry. So now I have changed a little bit how I want to go with my character. Then there are talents. These are, there's a lot of them, but in your game you won't really choose a lot of them. So you have to think about it a little bit more than these points, because if you spend one of these points in bad way, it doesn't really do that much of difference than actually doing it with talent. So at the start you get 2 talents every time. For myself, I've got ancestor knowledge with Sabil that makes +1 lore master, so I can actually get more informations. And then there is corpse eater, and I can eat body parts of dead people and get their memories, and sometimes I can get even new skill. And there are other talents that are used for everybody. I, for example, will probably for my build use elemental affinity, which if I stand in how to say it? If I stand in a surface that corresponds with my magic, for pyromancy it's fire, for Hydrofast it's water, then I will get cheaper spells, which is really nice. And for example, some real big spells, getting it at least by 1 action point cheaper is really good. So I'll go with that for starters, because I've and I can use this now because Sabil has these 2 talents. I don't mean these 3, but I mean these 2. And basically it's the purple hand on the left, which is flesh sacrifice, and if I use that, I will make my vitality constitution lower by 3%, but everywhere around me will be blood. So if I use this on start of the fight, I will get some bonuses with that as well, which is 1 free AP point, action point. So everybody starts with 4, I will start with 5, and then I can have blood surface under me, so I can get cheaper spells. And it's really good synergy, and I think I get even some damage from that, some damage bonus. Oh, fuck. Never mind, let's do it. My mistake, sorry. Let's do it quickly. Yeah, there's nothing special. Let's go with Persuasion for now. And yeah, these 2 are, yeah, same. Okay. And I will do this. Okay, tags. Yeah, then there are tags which sometimes can trigger in conversation. For example, if you are elf, so basically you get elf tag. You are woman, so you get woman tag, and then it's primate character Sabil, so she can use some sentences you won't normally use, because it's Sabil and she knows something and she has some kind of charisma. And then there are some other tags. For her it's I'm not sure how to exactly translate it, but basically it's outlaw. Yeah, outlaw. Yeah, that's it. And then you can be basically it's the word for smart people. Like, you are interested in books and other things. I'm not sure how to. Well, there are other tags as well, like barbarian, mystic, soldier, clown, or nobleman. So I'm going to real quick change my think it was, yeah. Okay, let's go with like here, yeah, why not? So like this, and I think I have everything I need. So now I can choose some music instrument for my fight. Mostly I go with the violoncello or lute. I'll go with this one. It sounds good for me. Okay, let's start then. Yes. Now, should I let the cutscene go on? Or do you want me to skip it?
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared and sent to Fort Joy.
Okay.
I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead I became part of their story.
Okay. So basically, source magic can make void volcans come here and attack everybody, and because of that, where every sorcerer was
So,
locked.
still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry, the sedative will wear off soon enough.
Yeah, so we are still out, and we don't have to worry about, because the sedatives will wear off. Okay, continue.
Easy now. No need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
Okay, so no rush. We can take our time and then just report upstairs.
What a dismal way to wake, in the belly of the beast. Let's see if I can grope my way out.
Okay, saving. Nice. So basically this is it. I can make my camera go this close, but it's better to see everything around. With right stick, it can show me some items that are here, which I can grab and use. And let's go explore a little bit. For example, if I want to, I can just take this crate and move it here, so it's out of my way, and then go here.
An animal pen. How utterly charming.
Shaking her
There's
fist
little
at
sheep.
you, the sheep eyes you balefully, her rectangular eyes like letterboxes to the void. With one sharp hoof, she kicks you right in the shin.
That happens. But there's even talent for speaking with animals, so you can understand it actually. but I don't have it right now. Instead I have element of affinity. Okay, so we find key. Now we can go here, unlocked, and let's take a look. There are some things like letter, for example. If you go here, for example, you can see it's locked, as it says. Yeah, now the tutorial will tell me that these doors are opened by pressure plates, so I have to stand on them or use some objects to trigger them. Okay, and there's even letter. If I read it, it basically says orders from guard steward. Important. I didn't miss again that some of you are trying to cheat system. Yeah. Of storage with that you use some crates on these pressure plates. That cannot happen. And yeah, and it's yeah, and it says that reason for these sorry, I forgot some words. Well, yeah, precautions is to is requirement of having at least 3 masters. If you want back by this rule, one of you will be thrown overboard. So try that it's not you. Masters, so on. Whatever. Basically it said something about them cheating, and instead of 3 people they just used crates. So I can use same tactics like this, and then I can use this. Of course, normally the game is in English, so you will understand, or maybe if you have your PlayStation in German, you will have it in German. That's possible as well. Okay, so first, yeah, saving. This is oil, and as you might expect, oil will slow you down. Yeah. So if I go here. Hello there.
Hey, get me out of this cage and I'll make it worth your while. You in?
So we should let him go or not. Basically there are some options for us, so we can agree and ask him what to do, turn around because we don't want to have anything to do with that, take a look at him and ask yourself, why is he in the cage? Or there is a question, what exactly he wants from me. So which of these options is for you? I can repeat them, or you can choose. And so you don't actually need to write it, you can just write number 1 to 4 or 5 if you want to just leave, because this is just option for leaving and not caring. So basically number 1 is agreeing and asking what are we supposed to do, or we can turn around and leave, or ask him why is he in cage, or ask him what exactly he wants. I'm not sure if it's because of stream or if it's because of you. So just so it's faster, I will just choose one of these options. For example, let's go with asking ways engage.
Your guess is as good as mine. Someone screamed loud as a banshee. After that, pure pandemonium. They never even told me what I was accused of. Just dragged me down here.
So someone started screaming, and then it was really chaotic there, and nobody actually told him why he's in cage. They just drag him down there. Let's ask what exactly he wants from us.
Set me free, and I'll set you free. A fair trade, I should think.
So we set him free, we get the reward. Yeah, that's fair trade, don't you think? Yeah. Okay, let's do it then.
A gentlewoman among jesters, you are. Give that lever a pull, and I guarantee we'll both get something out of the deal.
Okay.
Before you can even touch the lever, you hear a sniff and snort behind you as the snoring magister mumbles himself awake. One bloodshot eye opens, and then another.
Is my shift over? You here to relieve me? Oh, wait, you're no magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy elf? Choose your words carefully. My fists ache to meet a new face.
Okay, so basically he has wake up and asking us if we are here to change shifts, and then he was finally woke up and find out that we are not another guard, we are just sorcerer, prisoner on this ship. And now there is some option for us to make this conversation nice. So we can ignore him and use lever. We can say truth, that we are just going around and asking what he's going to do with that. And then there are options that use my points in attributes to make them more believable. For example, for wits, there is, we can salute him and tell that his superior sent us, and he has to report on upper deck. Then for constitution, we can tell him that we have heard some screams upstairs, so he should go there. And for finesse, we can smile and tell that one of the guards fell into sea, so we should so he should go check it. Or we can just say we are looking for a fight and he is our target. So because my out of these three, my best one is Constitution. I will go with that, and I've got Persuasion 1, so there's a chance it will work. Let's see. And it did work. Persuasion was successful.
Damn, if it's not one thing, it's another. And no way I can trust those fools to deal with any nonsense on their own. Can't leave the prisoner alone though. He's been nothing but trouble, I hear.
Okay. So he agreed he has to go upstairs, but he can't just let one. He can just let one of the prisoners alone. So again, we can ignore him and just use the lever. Then there is strength. We can be like. Well, we can be tough and just say that we will take care of it and he won't go get over us. Then there's intelligence. We can remind him of toughness of these prison cells and tell him that prisoner won't get anywhere. And there is memory. Probably say that you did prisoner guard, so guard can go and you will make it here. I will go with intelligence, so we will remind him of toughness of the prison cell, so prisoner won't get anywhere. Success.
That's all I needed to hear. Just don't let that caged rascal fool you. You can't trust him as far as you can throw him.
Okay. Let me take a look at his shop. Well, I don't have any money, so it doesn't matter. Okay, okay. I will wait. Ah. Oh. Okay. Then let's leave the rest of this for later. This one and this, so I can, yeah, okay, it's a wink, so we can continue later.